There's probably no better action film that I can think of today than John McTiernan's 1987 Predator. The film stars Arnold Schwarzenegger as the leader of a special forces team on a rescue operation in the jungles of Central America. Soon, his team begins getting picked off one by something unknown, and soon an epic showdown ensues between Arnold and the Predator. The great success sparked sequels in 1990 and 2010, and although both proved to be somewhat disappointing, they still managed to stay true to most of the elements of the original. In 2018, the Predator franchise attempted to jumpstart the franchise. However, the film didn't quite take off. In fact, the film ended up being an absolute travesty. In this episode, we'll recap the 2018 film, The Predator, and review it. The Predator begins with Army Ranger Quinn McKenna on a rescue mission when suddenly a spaceship crashes and the Predator wipes out his whole team. Quinn manages to escape, injuring the Predator, and takes its helmet and gear and also swallows a metallic ball, which allows him to become invisible. The military scoops up the unconscious Predator, and soon Quinn flees and mails the alien technology back to his P.O. box. Right here, we've got a pretty dumb move by the lead actor. Quinn mails this strange and dangerous technology to himself, and somehow we're supposed to believe the government won't be able to track what he's doing. For one, we should expect clandestine government groups know about his post office box, and it's really not a secret. A better option here would have been to bury it and memorize the GPS location. Soon, though, we discover Quinn's secret P.O. box isn't really that secret. The idea backfires completely since he hasn't paid his bill, and the local mailman delivers his package to his estranged wife's home. Now Quinn has endangered his son and his ex-wife, not to mention he has no idea how the technology works. Anyone could figure it almost certainly has some sort of tracking device in it, and that's why he should have hid it and kept his distance. Soon, we're introduced to Dr. Casey Brackett, an evolutionary biologist played by Olivia Munn, who is recruited by the military to examine the Predator. Munn, although not the greatest actress, is probably the one bright spot in this film. At the military compound, Dr. Brackett is being shown the Predator. We see Quinn being interrogated about what he saw, and eventually being tossed in a van with other military outcasts. This scene raises many questions though, like why didn't they scan him and find the metallic ball that Quinn swallowed at the scene? Also, why are the military men acting like frat boys? Around this time, another Predator from space enters the atmosphere and the sedated Predator wakes up. The military tries to subdue the Predator, but it kills everyone except Dr. Brackett, who is unarmed. Meanwhile, the van of military prisoners begins heading into the military compound where the Predator is escaping. The movie seems to have a real opportunity here and present a group of tough, troubled elite soldiers. Instead, though, they show us a group of soldiers with a terrible sense of humor, and this was really a huge flaw in the film. The original Predator was such a great movie, as it showed a special forces team struggle to battle a relentless enemy. 2018 Predator seems to want to try a different route altogether, introducing too much humor into the movie and not having any suspense or anxiety. It tried to essentially be a comedy and use a lot of clever one-liners, but they all fell flat. As the group, who call themselves the Loonies, pull up on the compound, they see the Predator escaping, and soon the Loonies overtake their security in their van. At the same time, Dr. Brackett is escaping, and they rescue her, eventually all heading to a motel to hide out. The movie has a lot more plot holes come about here. For example, why are they trying to kill Dr. Brackett now? They planned on letting her examine the Predator. It's also not clear why they would examine the Predator so close to civilization. Wouldn't they examine a dangerous alien miles from anything? So if it did escape, it would have nowhere to go. They soon head over to Quinn's home and find out his son is wearing the Predator gear out on Halloween. His son blows up a house, and soon the loonies track his son down to a baseball field. The Predator from space has brought down its tracking dogs, though, and since Quinn's son has the other Predator's gear, they start to attack him. Luckily, the group arrives and manages to kill one of the dogs and lobotomizes the other. Soon the smaller Predator finds them, and the group runs into a nearby school to hide. As they're hiding, Quinn and Dr. Brackett begin to get attacked by the Predator. However, before the Predator can finish off Quinn, the large Predator breaks through the wall. This Predator is huge and dwarfs the other one. The group looks on as it easily kills the regular-sized Predator. This Predator is a tracker and is here for one main reason: to kill the other Predator, who stole a ship and escaped. The deceased Predator was attempting to share alien technology with mankind. And yet we have something else here that doesn't make any sense. Why was the regular Predator so hostile if he was trying to help humanity? The group then heads to a barn to hide out, but soon the leader of the military Predator tracking group, a man named Tragar, arrives. Tragar really likes smacking his gum and has no intimidating presence in the film. He speculates that the Predators are coming more often as they sense mankind will soon end on Earth. Dr. Brackett also speculates around this time that the Predator rips people's spines out as they want the body parts for hybridization. Right here, though, again the film tries to overcomplicate the story. Shane Black, the director, goes against the spirit of the original, which is suspenseful and intriguing. The focus in the original movie was that the Predator came to hunt for sport. The spines and skulls were trophies. Hence, this is why they don't kill unarmed people. The 2018 Predator goes against this, though, and suggests the Predators are here so they can collect our DNA. This entire storyline feels forced and unneeded. Tragar then holds the group hostage, kidnaps Quinn's son, and goes after the Predator ship. Predictably, the group easily escapes from Tragar's soldiers and begins heading to the ship. Once they arrive, the large Predator comes and slaughters Tragar and his men. It then tells them it will destroy the ship and will give them a head start before hunting them. The group debates whether to split up or stick around, but they end up sticking together to fight the Predator. Soon the large Predator kidnaps Quinn's son, and several of the crew, including Quinn, hop on the ship as it begins flying away. Soldier in Nebraska jumps in the propellers and causes it to crash. Soon, we see Quinn and the Doctor use the Predator's own weapons to kill it in the final scenes. Later, we see Quinn and Dr. Brackett opening up the cargo from the Predator's ship. There's an anti-Predator suit, and Quinn volunteers to be the one to try it out. We realize here that the first Predator was trying to give this technology to humanity so mankind would have a shot against the large Predators. Still, this doesn't make any sense. Why was the first Predator so hostile if he was trying to help mankind? The 2018 movie The Predator tops the 2010 film Predators as the worst film in the franchise. While Predators certainly has a number of weaknesses, the film stays true to many of the key elements and themes from the original Predator. There's no silly humor, and the feeling the group might get attacked resonates throughout the film. In addition to the terrible jokes in the film, the 2018 Predator seems to present the idea that there are both good and bad predators. It also dives down a path most people who watch these movies aren't tuning in for. Not to mention, the idea climate change is going to make Earth uninhabitable in the next generation or two is just a silly idea. According to NASA, Earth's temperature has only increased by 1 degree Fahrenheit over the last 100 years. This movie, directed by Shane Black, who played Rick Hawkins in the original, struggled to find a good angle to focus on. There were also some questionable casting choices and actors. The film should have kept the plot simpler and avoided some of these forced storylines. Predator 2, although certainly a step down from the original, stayed true to the original and was a solid movie. It chose to focus on a detective, played by Danny Glover, trying to kill the Predator against the backdrop of a dangerous Los Angeles in 1997. With the unexpected success of the 5th movie in the franchise, Prey, I certainly expect another Predator movie is going to come about in the next few years.